So now that I've installed it, it'll now appear here in my toolbar. It's called Form Emailer. So let me go ahead and install it. Running a script. Here's where you have to authorize a script to be used, because do you really trust the author? And I'll put my word that he's a good author. Click OK. Just say now I can run the script. I click close. Go back to Form Emailer again. Click install. And basically it wants to make sure I know as it's English, and select a sheet. I want it to go to this current form. Click install. And this will pop up. And this gives me some information basically about my Form Emailer. All right, so now we have to go into, because what it's going to look like right now for the teacher is not going to look at how you want it. So we need to change some things. So we're going to go into settings, and we're going to change the look of the email. So right now it says sender name form emailer. You probably want it coming from your high school administration. So we'll say ABC School Administration. Now this line here is who the email is going to go to, and you can put in here whoever you want. So whoever you need to get the email. So it could be the principal at abcschool.edu, assistant principal, so on and so forth. The other part you can put in here, and that's not going to go to anyone, so let's actually put mine so I can show you what it looks like. The other part too is where you see this insert placeholder, because the other thing you want in here is it going to go to the teacher who's being observed. So what you put in here is you have this drop down, you go to teacher's email, and you do what's called an insert placeholder. And so what this is going to do is going to pull from the spreadsheet that teacher's email. That's why it was important for it to be in the form. We're going to delete it since that email actually doesn't exist for me. And this is what the email is going to look like. So like submitted values, you probably don't want that in email, so you can delete it. But let me give you some coding tips. Anything you see in this less than and greater than sign, BR means it's a line break. So this is be submitted values, and then it's going to go to the next line. So that's going to be important. So when you want to edit this yourself, so you can say dear teacher, and you can do it your own line break. Dear teacher, comma, shift B, and you can do your own line break here. You may or may not want your timestamp. Now what's going to happen is if you see this B inside the greater than or less, and this is the beginning of bold, so this is going to be timestamp, and colon's going to be in bold. And when you see the less than, greater than, slash B, that's in bold. So you can change this form a lot by just knowing those simple things. Also, this number sign, timestamp, well, actually, let's not use that one. Let's do this. This number sign observer number, what that means is going to bring whatever's in the field for observer into the email. So this is going to be important also for us to know. So this is basically the email. So I got it going to just me, but I could add teacher and so on and so forth. And also, let's see the subject, observation form. Observation, we'll call it data. So that's what the email will look like. Let's go ahead and save and close. Now right now, this is not going to go automatically to a teacher. So we have to go back in the form. We got to set up what's called a trigger. So we actually go to Tools, go to Script Editor. Under Resources, we're going to go to what our triggers are. So all of our triggers, and we're going to add a new trigger. This new trigger is going to be time-driven, but it's also here. It's not going to be from the spreadsheet. It's also going to be called time-driven. Not hour timer. It's going to be on a minute timer, every minute. And so now we're going to save that. So now what will happen is every minute, once something is submitted, it'll go out. So it won't take all day for it to be emailed. So now we have our triggers set up. We'll go ahead and save them. We'll go back to our form. So now our form is ready to go. So if I've done this correctly, in a moment we're going to do an observation, a fake observation. So here it is. Let's pick a teacher. The teacher would be, say, Jake the Pirate. Teacher's email, you go to the Jake Pirate. Observer would be, say, George Doe. The date, we'll do today, 2-1-2013. The time. One thing with the time is when you do the time, you want to do capital AM or PM, period, M period. And then you type in your data, or you choose your data from your observation. I click submit. Now, what should happen in a moment, well, I'm going to get a notification here that I have a new email about the observation if I've done this right. While we're waiting for that email, let's go to the form emailer. This is Henrique Abreu. This is a gentleman who has put this form emailer together. One thing that's nice in the video that he's put together is this will walk you through step by step how to set up this form emailer. So here is my thing, ABC School Administration. Let's go ahead and check my email of what it looks like. So here's my email. It's got the timestamp. It's got from Jake the Pirate. Now, if you notice, I didn't put a page break here, so a line break. So that's why I did not do a line break. Teacher's email, observer, and here's all my data. So that's how you set up the form emailer for setting up for doing a observation through using Google Docs. Thank you.